in your previous class, we know about the principle of flotation and in consequences with Archimedes principle and the law of flotation and the concept of relative density. What is the prime concept about that chapter is the Archimedes principle, which state that the weight of the displaced liquid by that particular body is equal to the weight of the total body. Now, in our last class, we know about the relative density, and now we can actually give another definition of relative density. So, relative density, as we know, the density of the particular body divided by the density of the water at 4 degrees C. Now, relative density can be defined as another way, the weight of the solid body in air divided by the apparent weight loss in case of liquid. Apparent weight loss in liquid. That means whenever the body is submerged in that liquid and we have to calculate the density or the relative density of the body, then we have to write W1 by W1 minus W2. What is that? W1 is the weight of the solid body in air. That means this is the actual weight. Now W1 minus W2. What is W2? W2 is the apparent weight of the body whenever it is submerged in a case of fluid. Why it is apparent weight? Because there are two kind of forces whenever the body is submerged in a particular case of liquid. One is the upthrust or the buoyant force which is active on that particular body due to the fluid. So there are two kind of forces. One is the weight of the body and another one is the upward buoyant force. So due to that buoyant force, due to some extra amount of force is cancelled out in this weight. So as this is an opposite forces that would cancel something which is actually create that W2, which is the apparent weight of that solid body when it is submerged in that case of liquid. So W2 is nothing but the apparent weight of the solid body and that apparent weight created due to the upthrust or the buoyant force. So the final relative density is given by that W1 by W1 minus W2. Again, W1 is the weight of the solid body in air and W2 is the weight of that particular body whenever it is submerged in a fluid. Thank you.